Damien,
Surprise.
what are you doing here?
Eating. How do you mess up a microwave dinner? You know well done doesn't mean good, right?
Where have you been?
South America mostly. Business stuff.
Another work trip? How's the shoulder?
Yeah. We left things kinda messy. Seeing anyone new?
I really enjoyed the writing in the piece with quick banter and clever narrative with lots of backstory. The intensity of the characters and their amazing combat skills really set this film apart for me. The dynamic shots of the fight from many angles were brilliant. I thought it was interesting that you could sense their strong emotional feelings for one another despite their need to destroy one another. This really added dimension and higher stakes to the piece.
So there's something really sad about coming home to a microwave Marie Callender's meal. You can sense as she smells the laundry that she's grieving something of some sort of loss. I wish we got to see this story versus being told it in the expositional part. But we do dive into the action in a really easy transition here. And it's a really nice combative stunt sequence that we see. There's the sense of forbidden love, there's a revenge story, good cop, dirty cop. The pans too. I've seen Tangled. That little bit was pretty funny. Clearly a toxic love story gone wrong, and he says that they would have tortured her, but I think he just wanted his twisted revenge, unfortunately, here.
I thought they did a really great job creating the somber atmosphere in this film right away with all of, the slow, mundane actions and, the toned down color palette. It really got us into this kind of mournful mindset of the character right away. Also, the introduction of Damien felt really jarring. But in the best way, and the dialogue between them was just so quick, and you could kind of feel all the history and, the trauma between them, and kind of the levels to their relationship really came across. I love that there was really direct, but, also it was really direct between them, but it also had the layers of subtlety and illusion underneath, and just had me feeling so curious about their relationship because the way that it was done, so that, when they actually did start to physically fight, I was so kind of just invested to see what was going to happen next between them.
Very compelling. I was so impressed by the fight sequence in this, in such a small enclosed space. Both actors were phenomenal, so athletic, and the choreographer really thought through each sequence, and I think they clearly worked with the camera people because the cinematography and the shots matched the movement, and the different angles gave us a different perspective of the fight, which is very cool. A strong highlight was also the writing. I think sort of action shorts sometimes lack on dialogue or smart, witty writing, and that was not the case here. It was really well done, and this was sort of the first action short where I actually seen the two people going head to head care about each other or have high stakes and emotional stakes with each other, not just physical. So that was really cool to see, and it was just really compelling, and that ending blew me away. So
My thought process is, this a hitman and a cop? That was my first thought. And they have this intense fight scene that reminds me of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And just when you think he's down, he comes back. So, and then I think, okay, I think he maybe came here to kill her, because why else would he be here? But you can tell they love each other. I mean, that intense attraction was so obvious. But I think he either feels he has to kill her to get the closure, or this is a hit job. And so then we kind of see it's a hit job. And to him, he feels like, I love you, so I'm going to kill you, because this is going to keep you from being killed by someone else who probably will not be as kind as I am. And in a way, him killing her is a way to keep her from being tortured. And so in this weird twisted story, this is his ode in love to her. So he like kills her and then like kisses her, and I'm like, intense.
Expertly written and performed, really strong direction and editing. they have us in this, really tight space. It's feeling claustrophobic, and they managed to squeeze in a really convincing fight scene. I thought the choreography was fantastic, and the execution of it was remarkable. They did a really great job, really strong there, and just a really guttural ending.
It's just a fun little piece, really well choreographed, cleverly written, performed well. It was really just entertaining and totally fun from start to finish.